What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're checking out the winning build from the community poll. We're on Hunter using Ticcus Divination and young Ahamkaras Spine. Yes, it sounds like an odd combination, but hear me out here. There's a hidden interaction between Ticcus and the gunpowder gambler aspect, and Ticcus allows us to proc this aspect so easily it should be illegal, on top of the aspect giving us grenade energy as its grenade counts as ability damage, allowing for a very strong gameplay loop with our armor. Now, the interaction between Ticcus and gunpowder gambler is very interesting because when you throw the grenade and begin to knock your arrows, Ticcus will lock onto the grenade. No, it does not do this with the regular trip mine. I really wish it did though. Now, my recommendations on the subclass here are limited to the utility, as the fragments really don't do much with this build, and it's the same with the armor mods. A firepower build doesn't do much here as we get an insane amount of grenade energy back already. The most I could recommend is a healing build around elemental wells, as I found it to be a pretty constant buff if built around elemental ordnance. For a subclass utility, I recommend fan blades because each hit with these gives back grenade energy, thanks to young Ahamkaras Spine. Hitting a target with all three gives you almost 100% grenade energy back, which is also why I'm using Gambler's Dodge, to get our melee back when dodging near an enemy. I do recommend a higher mobility stat here, but if you main Hunter, you probably have this already. I found great use in having mobility, resilience, and recovery over 70 and melee at 100, as it's the only ability we'll have issues getting back if there are no enemies around. I also have stat boosting mods on my arc armor pieces to boost both mobility and strength by 20, which are Radiant Light and Powerful Friends. Both require a secondary arc mod to be equipped on another piece of armor, and the Outreach armor mod fits this perfectly because when we use our class ability, it gives us melee energy. Now, under Ticcus Divination, its intrinsic trait, Sacred Flame, reads, hip firing this weapon fires multiple tracking projectiles. Targets hit by these projectiles explode upon death or when struck by another Sacred Flame's explosion. Its base trait, called Causality Arrows, states, arrows fired while aiming down sights cause Sacred Flames to instantly detonate. Precision hits with perfectly drawn arrows increase the power of this detonation. Its hip-fired version is the most interesting part of the synergy between it and the gunpowder gambler aspect that you'll see in the gameplay here. Now, for young Ahamkaras Spine, trip mines are now enhanced and have fastball intrinsically. It also grants 14% increased damage from explosion, bigger explosion radius with no damage fall off, lasts 30 seconds up from 10, and has 100 HP with 50% damage resist in PvP. Removes self-damage, and ability damage recharges 33% of our grenade ability. The gameplay loop on this setup is a lot of fun and one of my favorites on Hunter. Throw your trip mine on an enemy, watch it explode, get almost half your grenade energy back, throw your melee, then get the other half back, throw it again, dodge near an enemy and get your melee back, then start the loop over. Then the gunpowder gambler's aspect and Ticcus Divination bow throws a whole other gameplay loop into the mix to make this feel fresh. Throw the enhanced trip mine, lock onto it with Ticcus, wait for it to be in the middle of a group of enemies, let go of left click or right trigger, and watch everything explode on top of regenerating grenade energy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, subscribe for more content like this, hit that like button if you'd like to see more from me, and I'll see you all in the next video.